Hello, my name is Pontus Stigberg and I'm a professional photographer. I come from Sweden, but I recently moved here to beautiful Norway to further pursue my passion for photography. I live in a small town called Åndalsnes, which is in the beautiful Romsdal region in the northwestern Norway. I work as an outdoor commercial photographer, which means that I work with brands to produce content for the marketing. I do both from more editorial content in magazines to more traditional commercial photography you see in social media and ads and websites and so on. My interest in photography all started when I got a 15-year-old camera from my grandpa. It had 2 zoom lenses and a 2 GB memory card, and I was obsessed with how I could photograph the surroundings and make them very beautiful in an area I thought was not that interesting, and then show it to my family and my friends. I photographed everything back then. I photographed everything from the small mushrooms in the forest to the vacuum cleaners we had at home. After this I took more and more pictures, and I've had to buy terabytes of hard drives every year to keep up with the space. I would describe my style as a more photojournalistic approach to commercial photography, where I usually set up a scenario and then just let that happen. I just let the people interact with each other and with nature and then photograph that. Very usually I don't work with professional models, so work with normal people and my friends and athletes, and it's very important to just keep it as casual as possible so that everyone is relaxed. I find that the best way possible. My inspiration within photography depends on which genre I shoot, but my ultimate goal is that the viewer of the image feels something when they see it. As one who photographs landscapes, portraits and outdoor activities, it's also very important to me that the moment happening before the camera will never happen again. It's the only time, and it's my job to capture that and let that moment live on. And this is especially true when it comes to nature and climate change. The glaciers are creeping up every year, and we are not sure if we can still ski all the way down at fjord level in 20 years. My dream project that I'm hopefully starting this autumn is to get a unique series of landscapes images from the 7 most iconic mountains of the area. I would like to get a picture of each mountain that stands out from the rest and that lives on. There are thousands of photographers here every year, and that takes beautiful images every day, and my dream and my goal is to take at least one that stands out and that people will remember, even after social media and Facebook. As a local, I hope to get lucky with the conditions and photograph them with some interesting light. Maybe some northern lights, maybe some stars, maybe some rainbows or snowfall. One time I was in Chamonix and hoping to photograph Lac Blanche with the mountains in the backgrounds and the Milky Way over them. Unfortunately, both the first night and the second night started up with serious cloud coverage. But just before I was to give up on the second night, the clouds started to disappear, and right before the clouds disappeared, they formed into a smiley, which kind of was like nature gave me a sign. If I could somehow get something similar to that, I would be very satisfied with my images from Romsdal. My best tip or hack, as we say nowadays, is to take a lot of images and then spend a lot of time editing the images in front of the computer. By going through them thoroughly, you will quickly find out what works and what won't. There is nothing more frustrating than spending hours upon hours editing bad images where you wish you had done something different. So hopefully you will reflect on why they are bad or how you could improve them next time. For example, maybe don't cut off the top of the mountain, or when you sit in front of the computer and you realize you hadn't cleaned your lens or your sensor before doing an entire commercial shoot on f/22. There are things like that you learn through just sitting in front of the computer and learning it the hard way. Unfortunately, I haven't found any short tracks or hacks in either life in general or photography, so I do it by the old learning by doing way. So if you find out a secret way, I'm very keen to hear about it, so please hit me up. Thanks.